Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Pointless Top 10, a show where we make top 10 lists of pointless things, where we flying by Pointless Statue in Booty Bay, because inside pointless things are treasure. Let's begin. 10. Number 10 are the Blackmaw tribe Furbolgs located in Azshara. And the Blackmaw tribe is actually one of the few Furbolg tribes to have escaped corruption after the Third War. And if you don't know what the Third War is, pretty much the entire Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos campaign is the Third War. In fact, during the War of the Ancients, the Blackmaw fought against the Burning Legion, and Ung-Ak served as their representative in the Kaldori resistance. And so after the Third War, they settled in northwestern Azshara, and they were just chilling, having a good time, but then the Bilgewater cartel moved in and they were like, hey, we're gonna start building stuff here. And so they started getting aggressive, they started attacking, and then the Night Elves attempted to form an alliance with the Blackmaw tribe, but the Horde spies sabotaged the meeting and they killed a bunch of Furbolgs in the process. In fact, this is an actual quest you get to do as the Horde, and it's called the Blackmaw Double Cross, and you go there and you disguise yourself as a Night Elf and you're like, hey, Ungarl, the Blackmaw chieftain, you're a big dumb idiot and you're dumb and stupid. And he's like, what, are you kidding me? I'm not dumb and stupid. You are. We're not going to ally with you. And that's pretty much it. And so yeah, there's a lot of history here with the Blackmaw tribe, and it all gets messed up by the Horde. So that's why they're number 10. 9. Number 9 are the Winterpelt Furbolgs located in the northeastern Azure Span on the Dragon Isles. And I'm not gonna lie, the main reason I picked these Furbolgs is they are an updated version of Furbolgs in Dragon Isles, and I just love the aesthetic of this place. And the Winterpelt Furbolgs were unique amongst the Furbolg tribes of the Dragon Isles due to their isolationist nature, and after the Primalists arrived in the Azure Span, they sought to recruit the Furbolg tribes of the Span into their forces, and while the Rustpine clan accepted, the Winterpelt tribe refused, and then Stormshacker Rhenia was like, nah, I ain't dealing with this, and she pretty much went in and took control of them, and mind control corrupted them and everything, but eventually you kill her and you help free them, and then they go back to just being normal. In fact, Son of a Snowden, which is Donovan Snowden's, I guess, relative or son. I would guess son because it's like son of a Snowden. They did a little play on words there, but he helps you figure out their language and you form diplomatic relations with them. But I really do love the aesthetic here for the Winterpelt. You've got their cool houses, you got the fire, you got the snow coming down. I just love it. So that's why the Winterpelts are number 9. 8. Number 8 are the Thistlefur tribe, and the Thistlefur tribe are a tribe of hostile, corrupted Furbolgs who reside in Ashenvale. And I'm sure if you've ever leveled past like level 15 in World of Warcraft, you have been to Thistlefur Hold. And the Thistlefur can't catch a break, man. So the Night Elves are pretty much like, yo, these Furbolgs are growing way too much. We need to eliminate the threat of their chieftain, Dal Bloodclaw, and go kill them and limit their numbers. So you do that for the Alliance, or if you're on the Horde, they're just like, hey, they took our rope, and they're just getting in the way, and they just block the path to Splinter Tree Post. Just go kill them. However, during the invasion of Outland, Brol Bearmantle, a druid, figures out that the idol of Remulos was corrupting them, and so he frees them of their corruption. However, not long after, the Furbolgs killed a group of Darkspear trolls and stole their troll charms, but troll charms are dangerous for non-trolls and corrupted them again. And so eventually the Night Elves and their Worgen allies removed the troll charms and yet again freed them from their corruption. So I'm sure they'll get corrupted again eventually, but hey, you know what? They got some cool owl totems. Look at those. Those are cool owl totems. And that's why they're number 8. 7. Number 7 are the Smolderhide Furbolgs, and the Smolderhide reside at a village called Smolderhide Thicket in Valshara. And the Smolderhide's leader, Chieftain Gra, acquired a strange totem that corrupted many of the residents of the thicket. But Elder Sook, who you can find nearby, says, can I ask for your help, stranger? My tribe is the Smolderhide. I don't know why he sounds like this. He should probably be like, recently my brothers found bad magic. They have gone mad with rage. They attack the druids that are our friends. And so you go in there, you defeat Chieftain Gra, and then Elder Sook takes over and plans to rebuild the village. And I really love the aesthetic of this village. And I know I say that a lot, but I love the lighting here. I love the little fire torches on the sides. I love all the totems and the houses. Like, I think this is actually where they upgraded the Furbolg houses, and then I think they got updated again for the Winterpelt Furbolgs, but either way, I love that they keep updating the Furbolg houses. Great job. I also love the way this Furbolg eats. Like, look at him go. He's just like, nom, nom, nom. I don't know. I love that. But either way, that's why the Smolderhide Furbolgs are number 7. 6. Number 6 are the Timbermaw tribe, and the Timbermaw tribe you probably know from trying to get through Timbermaw Hold, which is the place that separates Fellwood from Winterspring and Moonglade. And so the Timbermaw story is actually pretty sad. They had the corruption of the Burning Legion pretty much creep into all the forests of Kalimdor, and they could feel the forest getting corrupted. And so they went into the safety of Timbermaw Hold, and they were just hiding out there, Yet, eventually, they weren't even able to talk to the spirit of the forest, and once they couldn't talk to that, they were like, our home is gone. And so even after the Burning Legion is defeated, the Timbermaw slowly start stepping outside, and they're just like, yo, what is going on out here? And they're wary of all strangers, which is why when you first go here, they attack you, and you're like, these Furbolgs are attacking me. But then you realize, like, oh, they're just kind of trying to be safe because they've dealt with so much trauma and corruption and stress that they're like, yo, we don't trust anybody. And so that's why you have to build up trust with them and reputation, and eventually you become friendly and revered and exalted, etc. And as somebody who back in the day didn't really read quest or story and just ran through here, I was like, they're just getting in the way. But now I'm like, damn, dude, that sucks. I feel bad for them. And so that's why the Timbermaw tribe are number 6. 5. Number 5 are the Stillpine tribe, and the Stillpine are a group of Furbolgs located in the Azurmist Isles. And the Stillpine lived in peace up until the Bristlelimb Furbolg tribe became corrupted and went to war with them. They also used to be friends with the Murlocs nearby, but the Murlocs actually took their food stores, and then they were also attacked by the Owl Beast that went crazy and started killing all of them as well, and they just can't catch a break. Everybody's attacking them. And so even though there's all this stuff going on, there is a prophecy that the Furbolgs keep falling back on, and it is that a hero will rise, not of Furbolg blood, and save the Stillpine tribe. And would you believe it? But that hero is you! As long as you're an alliance, Horde can't actually do this quest. And so you go into Stillpine Hold, you defeat this big two-headed dog beast thing called the Kirkin, and that's it. You have fulfilled the prophecy and saved the Stillpine. And I really wanted to put the Stillpine on this list because it's not common that you get to put something from the Azurmist Isle on a list of really anything, so that's why the Stillpine tribe is number 5. 4. Number 4 are the Frostpaw tribe, and the Frostpaw are a group of polar Furbolgs located in the Grizzly Hills of Northrend. And for thousands of years, these Furbolgs have lived in peace within the city of Grizzlemaw with the other Furbolg tribes until corruption spread among them, and now driven with madness, they wage war with the Red Fang tribe to seek control of Grizzlemaw. And I'm not gonna lie, the main reason I love the Furbolgs here is this giant tree. I think when people think of Grizzly Hills, they always think of this big tree, and you've got all these little honeycomb lights all over and the Furbolgs battling it out. And the actual lore behind the tree is pretty cool. So Fandral Staghelm and his druids took branches from the world tree Nordrassil and planted them over Serenite that began to appear across the world. And Serenite, as you probably remember from Northrend, is a metal, but it's also the blood of Yogg-Saron. However, without the blessings of the aspects, it was vulnerable to the old god's corruption, and it got corrupted. There's a lot of corruption in World of Warcraft, especially to the Furbolgs. And so initially it was called Andrasil, which meant Crown of the Snow, but after learning that the roots of the tree had reached the prison of Yogg-Saron, the druids were forced to destroy the tree, and then it became named Vordrasil, which means Broken Crown. And so all that was left behind was the big tree stump, and that got taken over by the Furbolg tribes, and then, you know, it's corrupted, and so they got corrupted, and everybody's corrupted by the old gods, and that's where we are today. And I could have put the Red Fang tribe here too, but I just thought the Frostpaw tribe was cooler, so that's why they're number 4. 3. Number 3 is Tur Ragepaw, and Tur is a Furbolg who can be found near Ursoc's den in the Grizzly Hills. And I'm sure many of you know who Ursoc is, but for those who don't, Ursoc was an ancient guardian, one of the several demigods that were among the first living creatures to roam Azeroth, and he was worshipped as a god by the Furbolgs of Grizzly Hills, which was the land he used to rule. And when you find him, he's all tied up, and he's like, "When I learned about my relatives here in the north, I came to learn more. What I found was warring tribes acting against our very nature. I have no hope left. Even great Ursoc has been tainted by this cursed place. I've lost all hope." And so even though Ursoc died in the War of the Ancients, the Furbolgs of Vordrasil used the tree's dark magics to raise Ursoc back from the dead. But you do a quest with Tur Ragepaw where you use these purified Vordrasil ashes to cleanse the current version of resurrected, corrupted Ursoc and put his spirit to rest. And so after that, Ursoc's spirit resided in the Emerald Dream up until he gets corrupted and taken to the Emerald Nightmare, where you actually fight him in the Emerald Nightmare raid, and Tur Ragepaw is actually there. And Tur Ragepaw helps the adventurers take down the Nightmare corrupted Ursoc, and you can keep him alive to get an achievement called Scare Bear. And so yeah, I think Tur Ragepaw has to be one of the most important Furbolgs in the game, helping to save a bear god twice. And so that's why Tur Ragepaw is number 3. Number 2 are the Longclaw tribe, and the Longclaw are a group of Furbolgs located on Longclaw Island at the westernmost part of the Azure Span. And the Longclaw came to the island seeking shelter from the elemental corruption of the mainland, which we learned about earlier with the Winterpelt Furbolgs. And what I love about these Furbolgs is they're just kind of living in peace. Like, after learning about all the corrupted Furbolgs on this entire video and how many corrupted Furbolgs and gods and everything there is in World of Warcraft, we finally find some Furbolgs that are like, dude, can we just live normally? And they learn from the Tuskar how to fish, and so they're walking around and they're collecting shellfish with these big backpacks to put the shellfish into. They've got Furbolgs that are just going fishing, just trying to catch fish. Like, it's so nice to see Furbolgs living peacefully after learning about all the corruption that has happened to the Furbolgs in World of Warcraft. They even have their little Otic friends sitting around. Like, it's great. And so that's why I had to put the Longclaw tribe at number 2. And number 1 is the Winterfall tribe, and the Winterfall tribe are the Furbolgs that I always think of when I think of Furbolgs. In fact, I used to call them Furblogs. I've probably said Furblogs a few times accidentally in this video. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I've gotten better. But a lot of people also probably know the Winterfall because of the Winterfall Firewater, which was actually made by Zandivius, who is a satyr demon located in Felwood, which he then gave to the Winterfall tribe to, you guessed it, corrupt them. And so the Firewater is made up of corrupted creatures and elements of Felwood, but then when it's purified with the Frostfire hot spring water, it removes the toxins and makes it consumable. However, it does cause paranoia and gets you addicted, which is what happened to High Chief Winterfall. And so the Winterfall had these runners, which I'm sure many of you remember, and they would run between Felwood and Winterspring, and they would transport the Winterfall Firewater. And so yeah, I had to put these at number 1. I love Winterspring. I love seeing the Winterfall runners. I always remember questing and seeing them, and it was just, it's one of those things where when I think of Furbolgs, these are the first Furbolgs that pop into my mind. And so I was like, you know what? I got to put them at number 1, and that's why the Winterfall tribe is number 1. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this episode of Pointless Top 10. If you want more Top 10s, we had Pointless Top 10 Kobolds, that's kind of like this one, or we had Murlocs, which is also kind of like this one. Also, consider giving the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and supporting the channel on patreon.com/crendor, or by becoming a channel member. Okay? Okay. See ya.